Hello, my fellow students. Today, we are going to work together to study the operation of the LC. Thus, understand why LC is a safer payment method. So, what is LC? According to UCP 600, credit means any arrangement, however named or described, that is irrevocable and thereby constitutes a definite undertaking of the issuing bank. It is to honor a complying presentation. So, there are three commonly used payment methods in the international trade, which are remittance, collection, and LC. Remittance and collection are risky for importer and exporter due to its commercial credit employed in the transaction, while LC is the safest one because of the involvement of the bank credit to ensure the payment. Then, why is LC safer than the other payment methods? Let's have a look at the operation of LC. There are four fundamental parties in LC, who are applicant, importer, beneficiary, exporter, issuing bank, and advising bank. Firstly, the exporter and the importer conclude the state's contract. Then, importer or applicant applies to issuing bank for the establishment of LC at the request of the importer. Issuing bank issues the LC and notifies its corresponding bank or advising bank the establishment of the LC. After receiving the notice, the advising bank advises the exporter or beneficiary the establishment of the LC. The exporters, assured with the payment, makes delivery to and collecting the shipping documents (BL) from the shipping company. Then the exporter presents the required documents to the advising bank for the payment. Advising bank, usually the paying bank, examines the documents and makes the payment to the exporter. Advising bank transfers the required documents to the issuing bank. Issuing bank, after receiving the documents, surrenders the documents to the importer. Finally, importer takes delivery from the shipping company with the documents. Thus, the deal is concluded. We can see that each party wins in the LC. Why? Let us see. Bank involves in the international trade by acting as issuing bank for importer and advising bank for exporter, which means that the bank offers its service to work as the intermediary and wins the service fee. The issuing bank will guarantee the safety of the money for the importer by playing its duty of examining the documents before making the payment to the exporter. Thus, the importer frees him from the worry about paying without receiving the goods. The advising or paying bank will guarantee the payment as long as the exporter presents the required documents. Thus, the exporter relieves from the anxiety of delivering without getting the payment. Generally speaking, there are four major types of LC, which are transferable letters of credit, standby LC, revolving LC, back-to-back LC. Among them, a transferable letter of credit can be passed from one beneficiary person receiving payment to others. They are commonly used when intermediaries are involved in a transaction. A standby letter of credit is like a guarantee that is used as support where an alternative, less secure method of payment has been agreed. It is an assurance from a bank that a buyer is able to pay a seller. So the seller doesn't expect to have to draw on the letter of credit to get paid, because the use of standby letter of credit means the trouble in the deal. The revolving credit is used for regular shipments of the same commodity to the same importer. It can revolve in relation to time or value. If the credit is time revolving, once utilized, it is reinstated for further regular shipments until the credit is fully drawn. If the credit revolves in relation to value, so once utilized and paid, the value can be reinstated for further drawings. Revolving letters of credit are useful to avoid the need for repetitious arrangements for opening or arranging letters of credit. A back-to-back letter of credit can be used as an alternative to the transferable letter of credit. So rather than transferring the original letter of credit to the supplier, once the letter of credit is received by the exporter from the opening bank, that letter of credit is used as security to establish a second letter of credit drawn on the exporter in favor of his importer. Many banks are reluctant to issue back-to-back letters of credit due to the level of risk to which they are exposed, whereas a transferable credit will not expose them to higher risk than under the original credit.
That is what we have learned today. For further exercises, please scan the following two-dimensional code, which will enhance your understanding of LC. Thank you for watching.